Hey everyone, what's up? I hope you're all doing great. So as you all know, yesterday I kicked off my new YouTube video series where I will be uploading a new video every day for the rest of this month, sharing a different part of my story with all of you. So I'm really excited to get back into that today. Today's part 2 of the 20-part series. And yeah, yesterday I kind of just gave an overview of the series, kind of just introduced you all to what I'm going to be doing with it. So, yeah, that means today we're actually getting into the story part of it, so I'm really excited. So yeah, let's get into it. So for today's video, I think I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the earlier parts of my life, and kind of just how that's led me to where I am today in some sense. Um, yeah, I kind of just want to talk about the energy that I've always felt around my life and kind of just the how that's led me to have a passion and a zest for life that's kind of fueled me. So, yeah, I've always been just kind of a very energetic kid or person, really, for as long as I can remember. In my childhood, I always just loved to make the very most of life. Just squeeze the most out of every moment and just kind of to live life to the fullest, you know? Kind of as my man SpongeBob would say, to have the best day ever, every day. Yeah, so I've always been kind of on the crazy side, kind of on the weird side, but it's just kind of who I am. And I've always just, I mean, for most of my life, I've kind of just loved that and embraced that for what it is. As a kid, I was definitely quite the goofball. But I love just having fun, just hanging out with my friends. I always kind of felt best when I was with my one or two closest friends. So for most of my life, I'm talking about, up until teenage years. Um, I always loved to meet people and to make friends. But with that said, I never really was the kind of kid in school who I felt the need to be surrounded by a big social circle or to like hang out with that many people outside of school. I was kind of just content with having my few closest friends around me that I would hang out with most of the time. And of course, I would like talk to everyone else. I would like be social and like I loved getting to know other people, but I just like never felt the need to be that social outside of school, if that makes sense. Basically, what I would do is I would come home from school and most of the time I would just play video games, either by myself or with like one or two really close friends at their houses or have them over to my house. I would mostly just play on my GameCube. So outside of school, like I wasn't the most social person. Again, I'm talking about up until like I got into high school, middle of high school, I would say. Um, but yeah, I mean, my point is that was enough for me. Like, that was what made me happy. Like, I felt fulfilled. I felt content doing that. And of course, I would do more than just like play video games. I would like have different, different things I would be interested in that I would kind of just, immerse myself in different hobbies that would kind of come and go. Nothing really too crazy. But yeah, I just kind of was coasting through life, just enjoying being who I was. Um, yeah. So that was great. I loved my home life. Well, I mean, still do. I still love it, of course. I'm talking, I've always loved my family, my parents, my older brother, Gary, my dog when we had him. Got him when I was 10 in the 5th grade. And again, just my goal was to just make the most of life, just do the best I can in school. Was always a good student. And just, have as much fun as I can. And I was a very happy, content, fulfilled kid that way. That's something I'm very grateful for. But with all of that, I always kind of felt a passion inside of me that went beyond that. Kind of, I guess, a higher calling that I didn't quite realize yet. See, I've always been a very sensitive kid and very sensitive person. very empathetic. Like I always like kind of had the ability to feel other people's feelings without them outright telling me. Um, I didn't really, I wasn't really that consciously aware of being able to do this back when I was a kid, but I guess it was always just kind of something that was inside of me that I had. And I think there was always kind of something, calling me to a higher purpose. I say this, now looking back on my life, I wasn't really, again, fully aware of this back then when I was a kid. But yeah, I think that that was there throughout my life. Um, yeah, so while I was, so happy and content and fulfilled being who I was, I felt, I felt something calling me to reach out for more, to branch out for more. But I think I just needed to get to the point of my life where I was ready to kind of, I guess, understand what that was trying to tell me and to kind of follow after it. But yeah, I mean, for today's topic, I just want to emphasize again that from a young age, I've loved life. I've just loved the feeling of being, being myself and just going full in and just, enjoying the energy of life and just, being my happiest, best self. Um, yeah, I think that that's kind of what I want to leave off on today. So in tomorrow's video, we're going to talk more about what followed after that, and how that kind of set me off on my journey where I am today. But yeah, that's just kind of an overview of my younger years that I kind of want to leave you all with today. So nothing too exciting or groundbreaking, but that's just a big part of my formative years that I wanted to share with you. That zest and energy for life. Yeah. So that'll kind of be it today. Stay tuned for more tomorrow. Check out the TikTok coming out later today. Check out my post on social media for more of this. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. More tomorrow. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for lots more. Thanks so much for being part of this. See you all really soon. Have a great night.